was a thing.
There was.
Welcome to the Save Before Quitting podcast. This is
Welcome,
the intro, I
welcome,
guess.
Welcome.
Oh man,
Going
it
on,
has
man.
been a fucking week.
It has. It really has.
I don't even know what to discuss in the intro because we just did like the thing where we watched something for God knows how long, which is funny because the people that are listening to this and watching this aren't going to hear/see that till later on.
True.
So I don't know. What do we talk about?
You had to be there.
What's a current event that we can talk about to get us into the podcasting frame of mind?
Have you been? I guess it could be news, but no. Let's talk about the top. The whole back and forth still going on between Microsoft and Sony about the acquisition, the Activision acquisition.
I've seen a few things. One of them mainly being the Call of Duty series and them freaking out about it and how they feel like they're gonna get like slowly but surely not given the next Call of Duty whenever that comes out.
And Xbox keeps telling them like, no, we want you to have it.
It's very, very funny. It's very reminiscent of like, you ever have like one of those relationships back in the day where like you're talking to your girlfriend and she's like, are you sure that you love me? And it's like, yes, I'm sure. Like, and you got to keep reaffirming that shit.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like right now. Like Xbox is like, listen, dude, you're still getting COD. And like, but are you sure? Are you sure we're getting COD? Like, we just want to make sure, you know?
The last thing I read was, I don't want to get his name wrong, but the head of Sony, not head of Sony, I think it is the head of Sony, gaming anyway, was straight up like, but they caught some of his dialogue off the record.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't even care of how they can give us the greatest deal ever. He's like, I'm just trying to block the acquisition. And everybody's like, wow, that's some hater shit.
That's some bullshit.
He's like, they're going to say whatever they can say, even if they don't mean it, just to block the acquisition. That's why it's taking so long and going on this long.
That's so fucking dumb. I think Unigov put it the best way in the chat. Would you still love me if I was a worm? That kind of bullshit.
Do you remember the Tosh joke about that?
No.
Where he was like, yeah, he basically said the same thing we just said.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what you like or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what? No, from the knee down.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like I'm tired of hearing about it. It's very similar to things like Street Fighter 6, where I'm like, please stop showing me this game over and over again with minuscule updates that aren't actually worth a damn. But that being said, it's whatever. I don't even play Call of Duty, so it's not even gonna affect me in the long run as of this point for me. But yeah.
I don't know, man. It's nuts right now the way that's going back and forth. I mean, other than that though, as far as anything current, slow intro.
Start the show.
We might have to just start. We blew our funny load during the Capcom thing.
True, that is true. But yeah,
it's raining dinosaurs.
All right, here's the intro.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the intro. Level up, gamers, and welcome back to another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. As always, I am joined by my lovely co-host.
Me. I'm Ant, and I'm here, and I'm lovely as shit.
That. And I'm Chris, and you can follow us at every single social media platform that exists on this green ball of water. That is at savebeforequitting. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Beautiful titty.
That's an acronym. Definitions. Speaking of acronyms, not really at all. Go to our website and pick up some merchandise. Ant's wearing it right now.
I'm wearing it right here.
Nerdy gamer people. You watch this show, you're a subscriber. You do any of that jazz, you're a nerdy gamer person.
You are.
Pick up some merch.
We all are.
Save before quitting, fully spelled out.com. You can also send us an email to a similar of savebeforequitting, fully spelled out @gmail.com with your questions, comments, insults, chain emails, what's
love
another?
letters,
love letters,
compliments,
social security number,
credit card numbers, 23andMe results.
That too. That's where you can send all that. And then also over on Patreon, patreon.com/save letter B number 4 quitting, where you get 2 extra podcasts a month. Someone is not. Stop duping me, Discord. Leave me alone. Fuck's sake.
I dupe you to the end.
But you get 2 extra podcasts a month in which we just hop on here, do some goofy shit where we just talk and not really focus on video game shit. It's just us hanging out and doing our thing. And we haven't done one yet for this month, but it'll be coming soon enough.
It will.
It will.
It will.
And after all of that said and done, the only thing to say next is Ant.
What did you play this week? What did I play this week? Me?
Yeah,
Me, Ant.
You Ant.
Me, Ant. I played.
Ant podcast title.
Huh?
That's the podcast title. Me, comma, Ant.
That's. I'm gonna write that when I sign things. Me, comma, Ant. I played Dead Cells, and I got the Dead Cells Castlevania DLC.
It's doing really good review wise.
It's such a love letter to Capcom. It's Capcom. That Capcom shit got me fucked up. Such a love letter to Konami and Castlevania. It's fun as hell. Regular Dead Cells kind of gameplay, but like you meet up with characters from Castlevania and you're going through Dracula's castle like in Castlevania.
Hell yeah.
Uncovering things. There's so many nods to the series. I want to stream it. Just so people can see it. And I should do that. Let's just hope I can make it happen. But it's really fun. Played a little bit more of the Sea of Stars demo, which I explained to everybody. It's like pretty much a Castlevania Chrono Trigger type game RPG. So if you're a fan of that, it has all of that. 3 party members. It has like the crossover special moves. Get that shit if you're into like Chrono Trigger and those retro RPGs.
Hell yeah.
Could not recommend it more. But I think that's all I played. And played anything else.
All right.
About you?
Me. Needless to say, my life has been consumed by a specific game.
Does it start with an O?
Maybe. I've been playing Overwatch. You didn't know. I've been playing Overwatch 2, and I've been having a jolly good time.
There's a 2 in the chat if you're shocked. I better not see not one.
Just not going to see a single 2 in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've been playing some comp games by myself. And I've been leveling up and trying to get out of silver because it placed me in silver in the first season. And I think that was somewhat of a mistake, but I'm not going to harp on it. But I'm as of the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm here. I might as well just work my way out of it. And I got, I think, to silver 2 on my last set of placements, but I've been doing exclusively support. I'm good at the character of Anna again. I used to be good at her, and then I sucked for a while because I switched to PlayStation, and then I came back to PC, and now I'm good again because I can click and aim as opposed to using analog sticks to shoot. So I'm having a much better time. Good. I think I've won pretty much 80 to 90% of the games that I've played so far when I've been playing by myself comp. Maybe I'll play a little bit more tonight. I don't know. Probably will because I have a problem.
And we're not recording at 10 o'clock.
That as well. That's another good thing about recording early is that I can just no life some shit. Like I got plans tonight to literally turn on Critical Role because they're doing their stream tonight. And slight spoilers in the chat. It's the night of the solstice in this episode, so it's a big deal, and it's also their 3-year anniversary or something like that. So like it's gonna be a big episode, and I'm gonna be there live for it, and I'm gonna be playing Overwatch on the side while watching live. So it's going to be a time.
When does that start?
That starts at 7, I think, which we should be done by that time. Yeah. No, wait, it's 7 California time.
So that means it's 10 here.
7, yeah, it's either 10 or 9. I can't remember the exact.
No, we're 3 hours from California because
the
Capcom thing was 2:30 California time.
So then it's 10. Yeah, that would be it. So I got plenty of time. I might even play games prior and then just no life watch it. But other than that, I've been doing a little bit of Fortnite on the side just because the season is ending soon. And we do have some news in the news section. We'll be talking about that in just a few minutes for the new season coming up, which doesn't have as many like collaborations in it this season for the Battle Pass, which is very interesting to see. But I'm trying to finish out. There's another Geralt skin that they came out with towards the end here, where you got the regular one, but it's just like a different color, but it's the same exact armor, you know, like that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to finish that out. I've already finished the actual Battle Pass itself, so I'm working on the bonus rewards, but next season so far is looking pretty cool from the teaser they dropped recently.
Yeah.
I like the look of the skins because they're actually just original ideas, and that's kind of why I liked Fortnite at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like they have really cool original characters that are just, you know, skins, and they're not like, you know, big deals or stories or anything. They just look cool, and I like that. They're kind of getting back to that a little bit. But other than that, Spider-Man 2, not 2. I wish it was Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Remastered. I've been playing on the PS5, running through that. You know, it's Spider-Man. It's one of the best games.
The same classic game.
And then I'm kind of debating whether or not I should get the Last of Us 1 Remastered.
That show's got you hooked on that, no, doesn't it?
Honestly, it does. But like, it's more so the fact that when I played Last of Us 1, it was in a setting where there were multiple people playing it, and we were tossing the controller around.
Yeah.
So I personally didn't play the whole game in theory. Like, I played it, but I also didn't, you know?
You witnessed it and contributed.
Yeah. So I kind of want to like just do it on my own, and then I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to end up doing a Last of Us 2 remaster, just because, you know, why wouldn't you? It's free fucking money, you know? It's not going to be that much different than the first one, or the regular version that came out with, I think that was still PS4 era, right?
For Last of Us?
Last of Us 2. Wasn't that
2
PS4?
was PS4, yeah.
Yeah, it was still PS4, and then I think there was an upgrade to PS5.
Yes.
But it wasn't like a remaster. So I could see them doing that. So in my mind, I'm like, I should get the first one and, you know, rock that out. Just because it's probably one of my favorite game series of all time. And I need that platinum trophy.
That P-trophy.
Yeah. But that's about it. I've been wanting to hop back on the Steam Deck and kind of my Switch a little bit, but I just haven't found like the time to like actually sit there and like, this is what I'm doing. In theory, I could be doing that when I'm playing Overwatch. Just, you know, just not do the Overwatch part and do the other shit and play stuff I haven't played before.
It's so hard. I'm learning as I get older that after like a day of work and other bullshit people deal with in their lives, that's what makes it hard to like play all the new shit now, unless that's what you do, because it's like now I just want like comfort food and I'm just chilling. 100%. It's so easy for you to go to Overwatch. It's like, I just comfort food. I don't have to think. I can just play, turn my brain off.
Exactly.
Shit that's new, while it's exciting, and yes, I'm going to play it, a part of you is just like, I don't feel like taking in like something brand new. I just kind of want to veg out.
I feel that entirely. Like, I've been going to the gym pretty much every day after work now. And when I get home, I'm just like, I need to not have to think. Like, I need to just play a game where it's almost muscle memory as of this point, but at the same time, at least in the sense of Overwatch, it's not, and it is at the same time, where it's muscle memory because I know what I'm doing. I know the objectives. I know it's an extremely fucking simple game, but every single game that you play is different, and it's different enough to the point where I'm not like overstressed about it, where I'm just like, oh man, like with a new game where I'm just like, this is so much new information. It's just, you know, minor information of how am I going to adapt to this human on the other side of the world that's playing this character that I didn't see in the last game that I played. And it's enough different that it's perfect for like get home, want to veg out, maybe, you know, get a little inebriated or something just because to relax.
It's familiar but also exciting. It's giving you everything you need without the overcomplication and the pretty much just taking on all brand new information. You're working with the information you have in a familiar setting with a different outcome. It's the same exciting outcome.
100%. But yeah, that's about all I've been playing. As far as media goes, Last of Us.
Yeah.
New episode again. Did you watch the new episode?
I watched it today.
How'd you feel?
It's so hard not to sound like cliche like we do. It's just good, great, amazing.
Troy Baker was in it.
Now that's the only thing I want to know. I'm watching it and I'm like, man, I guess Chris just had an erection this entire episode.
You gotta be true to yourself.
Both his boys are in it.
Yeah. The one thing that was sad to me was that they never interacted.
True.
But like at the same time, I feel like that's too much fan service, you know? Like that's just like you're giving us so much fan service. That's a bit much, you know.
It's Joelception right there.
Yeah. I forget who I saw. So there was someone on TikTok saying that they wanted Troy to be cast as one of the two people in the house with the map scene.
Oh yeah.
That would have been like holy shit if like he was acting in like, you know, the knee and shit. But I don't know. It was so fucking good. So, and also just like that ending, every single episode has successfully made me either shed a tear or become watery-eyed in it. And that last like 30 to 40 seconds of that episode was the moment where it happened for me. Because like I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it a whole episode without crying. And then here it is at the very end with that like embrace.
Without even spoiling it, what he calls her.
Yeah.
Alone.
Everything that happens is just fuck. And then also, god damn, I liked how simplistic they made this compared to the game. Because the game section of this is very involved in my mind.
It is.
Like, in the game, it feels like we're doing, like, we play as Ellie in this part of the game for a decent bit. But once we take back over as Joel, like, there's a lot of shit that happens, and that pretty much doesn't happen in this. Like, with Joel, like, Joel kind of just shows up, and that's fine, because Ellie solved the problem herself.
But for people who have not played this part, who've not either played this game or seen this, it's like what they try to make you believe will happen does not happen, but it's still satisfying and great. Like the way it ends and them as characters, who they are by the end of the episode.
Yeah,
it's like misdirection, but not. It's misdirection, but character building at the same time.
100%. But yeah, man, I don't know. Last episode's this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
I am not ready, but also.
But at the same time, I was like, I wanted to come on right now, right after this goes off.
Yeah, honestly. And this thing that sucks is I'm busy on Sunday, so I won't get to watch it right away. I have a concert to go to with Ryan because he's coming over this weekend.
Dope. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, hopefully. But once I get home and like we're like back from the concert, I'm planting my ass right fucking here, and I don't care what time it is. I'm watching that shit. And then other than that, another Pedro Pascal thing, Mandalorian, baby.
How was it?
Dude, this season so far, both episodes that have been out, there's been only 2, have had moments that have made me, as a Star Wars fan of other things besides the movies, freak the fuck out. And
dope.
It's so fucking cool, the shit that they're doing, and they're like kind of like bringing everything together in a weird way, where it's like, you know, you have the fallout from the movies and the prequels, and we're also building towards the sequels technically in this time period. And I'm just like, man, you're bringing everything together. Everything's so fucking cool. And then I don't know, man, it's so good. It's so good. But you need to watch The Mandalorian. I need you to start episode 1, season 1 tomorrow.
It's crazy because somebody recently, I forgot who it was. It wasn't you or anybody we talked to, like in the Discord or anything. But somebody recently was like, yo, do you watch Mandalorian? I was like, I haven't. I heard how good it is.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, he's like, I wasn't a big Star Wars fan. I know you're not. He was like, but you don't have to be. He's like, watch The Mandalorian. And I was like, I know. That's what I've been hearing.
Honestly, you need to just watch the first episode. And I think that will cement how you move forward after that. Because the way they start the show, it just sets the tone for everything. And then more and more just gets more exciting as it builds up and builds up and builds up. But that first episode is like, honestly, the most perfect episode to get someone to actually watch a TV show, in my opinion.
All right. I believe it.
So you got to watch it. Well, we'll need an update. You have homework this week.
Well, I mean, once Last of Us ends, I'll just use that to fill the hole that Last of Us left.
Yeah. Once Pedro Pascal's not in my life weekly, I need to fill it with another hole.
There he goes. I feel like I won't skip the beat. This is Last of Us in a different reality. The Mandalorian.
Honestly, though, kinda. So,
like, oh man, Joel's in space.
Joel's in space, but you don't see him.
True.
Holy shit, Bill Burr's here after 40 fucking episodes.
That's the name of the episode. Joel's in space.
Joel's in space is the 100%. But yeah, that's about all for this week. I wanted to go see Creed 3 this weekend, but
I did too. I didn't get to see it.
I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but at the same time, I'm not like down on Creed, but like I feel like there's no other way that I can see the story going, and like I know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like you know, like we know what's gonna happen here in this boxing movie. We know what's gonna happen, but at the same time, I don't know. Apparently Rocky's not in it either as well.
Yeah, there was a whole thing about that. Him not being in it.
I saw like an interview with Stallone, and he was talking about like, they want me to be back for Creed 4 or 5, I'll come back. But they just didn't even talk to me for this one. And then there's like no mention of him whatsoever in the whole movie, apparently. Which is insane.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, there's like no mention of him existing in the movie.
That's a little wild.
Yeah, but either way, I'm seeing it.
Well, to preface the news section real quick, because bringing up Creed reminded me of this. I read there's a report from a Deadline. Michael B. Jordan is in talks to spearhead a Creedverse at Amazon across film and TV. Potential projects include a Creed anime series, Creed live action companion series, and a project about Creed's daughter Amara.
Okay.
I'm most interested in the anime Creed series.
The anime one is interesting to me just because I don't know if you saw the Michael B. Jordan interview where someone asked him like top 5 animes to get into anime. So fucking mid, his list. Like they were bad. No offense. Like it was like, honestly, if I were to describe his list of anime, and I'm not saying that I'm a big anime fan because I'm not.
Right.
But like his list was very much like the jock that was a douchebag in high school to everybody who watched anime secretly. That's like his animes. Like
so it's very surface level anime.
Yeah, like it's like you walk into Hot Topic and look around for 3 seconds, you know? Like you didn't even walk in, you just walked past.
It's a list of Funko Pops. That's type in anime.
It's just the Funko Pops that were in the window at the Hot Topic. That's it. That's all you were fucking talking about. And that's not to say that they're bad anime, because they're not. But they're just very, like, cookie cutter bullshit. Super fucking shonen, no nuance whatsoever. Just a lot of fucking big buff dudes screaming and hitting each other, and that's it. That's fine, but also...
Mentioning that will bring us into our first news story, too.
Well, let me play the news bumper. I goofed it.
Here it comes. That dumpy Mario.
Alright, welcome to Save Before Quitting News. Brought to you by Nobody But Us.
Brought to you by... NGPs. I was trying to come up with a clever thing to say, and I couldn't do it.
And nothing came.
Nothing came.
Alright,
Capcom ruined
what's
my
up
brain.
first in this news?
There is a new Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi game announced. This happened, was it last weekend? The little short trailer shows
It's a
Goku
remake,
powering
right?
up. Huh?
It's a remake.
I don't know. They haven't, because I've seen people say remake. I've seen people say Budokai Tenkaichi 4. They haven't given it like a proper name yet.
Interesting.
They just showed clips and footage of the old games, and then it transitioning into like beautiful new like modern graphics. So there's a trailer. If you want to see it, you can YouTube it, or even better idea, you can join our Discord and we have the video there.
Join the Discord.
Just putting that out.
Conversation, baby. And this is gonna sound stupid, and you're probably gonna be shocked by this. I think Dragon Ball Z is done. I don't think we need it anymore. I think that the more they keep adding to it, the less good it becomes. Unless they're the movies that are never canon.
This last movie was canon.
No, it wasn't. None of the movies are canon. Not a single movie is canon in the Dragon Ball universe.
In the Z, like I feel like these super movies have been canon because especially before, not the one
Battle of the Gods was not, because then they retold it in Super.
But I thought that was just an abridged version of the movie stuff that happened.
It was completely different than the movie.
Oh no.
It was. I saw the movie in theaters and then I watched it on the show and I was like, this sucks compared to the movie.
So, okay. So then when the Broly, like if Super comes back and Broly is there, doesn't that mean that movie was canon?
Isn't Broly in Super already?
Oh wait, no, he was there and
they retold the Broly story in Super for the World Tournament thing, which was like the multiverse tournament.
I thought the Broly movie it wasn't after the tournament? I've lost track of the whole timeline now. The Super timeline.
All you gotta know is that the movies don't matter, which is the shitty part. Because they're always the best, in my opinion, because they're like hype as fuck. But that being said, I don't, there's nowhere else they can go that's interesting, you know? Like, Goku's boring. He's never
Superman.
been entered. He's Superman, but like, not in a good way. Like, Superman in the DC universe, great father, husband, the Boy Scout of America, pretty much.
Yeah, it's boring.
Goku is an absent father who has an eating disorder.
Interesting now.
Nah, it's not.
I don't care if he's a shitty person. It's just interesting.
He's not interesting. He's just a dumbass.
And look what all he's accomplished.
Honestly, I am Vegeta because I'm just constantly mad that Goku has the spotlight because he sucks.
I'm
Goku
playing
sucks.
devil's advocate. I think Vegeta is a more interesting character for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I still enjoy all the Dragon Ball shit that comes out.
I've never watched Super. I just couldn't.
Super was good.
Yeah. Don't care. What else
Is it
can
a
they do
principal
besides?
thing now?
It's just there's nothing else they can do that's interesting. Like they just scream more. That's it. Like back in the day when it was all filler and screaming, I was a stupid kid that didn't care, you know, because I was just like, oh my god, he's powering up. And I'm watching fucking, what's his name from Toonami? The robot, Tom from Toonami, like, hey, here comes Dragon Ball Z after Cowboy Bebop and whatever. And
only on Toonami.
Yeah, and that was cool because I was a kid and I was like, I'm staying up late. I'm up here with Tom in space with Joel, you know? Me and Tom and Joel are up in space on Toonami watching this
You didn't
shit.
know Joel back then?
No, but you know.
Tom
but
knew Joel, though.
I'm up there. I'm like, that as a kid, it's fucking dope. But now I'm like, I don't know. I try to watch it. I'm like, this is just bad writing. Like, it's not interesting. It's just boring.
Well,
It's just screaming. That's all it is. That's what my mom says about the music I like.
your music is screaming.
Yeah, it is. But they're words.
They're all just powering up.
But they're actually saying words though, while screaming, as opposed to Goku just going ha, and that's it. You know, like there's only so much ha you can take.
Screaming.
No, there's not. There's
all right,
not.
you spent enough time there. Next story.
Next story. Something that I'm high on that a lot of people aren't high on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. The Kids' Choice Awards happened, and Seth Rogen was on stage, which was so fucking funny to me that the guy that constantly is advertising his pottery that you can use to smoke weed with is on the Kids' Choice Awards.
They don't have to know that side of him.
You can't not. But needless to say, I fucking love the look of this. I think it looks amazing. It's very Spider-Verse aesthetic, you know, with the animation style. I will slightly agree with you on one of your takes with Donatello's voice actor. It's a little too pipsqueaky, you know, a little too pipsqueaky for me. But that being said, I love the age that they're choosing for them to be and how they're actual like young teenagers.
They're young teenagers
to being like 18, 19, going to prom or some bullshit.
Where they're all dark and but I don't hate this. I'm watching it and I saw people with negative reactions to it, but I was like, I don't hate this at all. I think I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. It's one of the closest adaptions in a while to Turtles, to me, as far as it being authentic. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie. I'm going off of one trailer.
Yeah.
But like look wise, yes, they look younger than we're used to, but it still kind of gives me like, this is Ninja Turtles. Yeah. I think the closest adaptations after obviously the 80s version was like the TMNT, the Fox Saturday morning ones, the Turtles Counted Off one. That was a good, that one, the TMNT movie and 3D animated movie, it's fantastic. And the 3D animated Nickelodeon series, to me, I think those are like the best turtle renditions. And then the most recent one, specifically just the animated movie that was on Netflix, that I still have to watch. It's so fucking good. God, I'll watch it because like you're not the only one who told me that was good. It fucking knocks 2D animation out of the water. Like it's like it makes me never want to try again. I'm like, I'm not gonna achieve that, never. Because that's so fucking good. But yeah, man, I also just love the cast of this. Like besides the actual Turtles cast, because no offense to any of the kids that are being I don't know who the fuck they are. Yeah, I don't know them either. But like Jackie Chan is Master Splinter, Cowboy and Bebop is John Cena, and Seth Rogen. Is it Seth Rogen? Yeah, he's Bebop. Okay, he's Bebop. And then there's a couple others that I still don't remember names because I'm bad. But just those three, perfect. Ice Cube's in there. Who's he again? He's back. No, he's not Baxter Stockman. Baxter Stockman's someone else. I forgot who he is. Is it Giancarlo Esposito? Who's Baxter Stockman? I think so, yeah. He's like a scientist feel, you know, so it makes sense to be a motherfucking fly scientist. Yeah. I forget who Ice Cube was.
Wasn't there like other ones too that were like deep cut characters that are gonna be in this and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. This looks so good. This looks like the Turtles that we could live on for like the rest of our lives. You know, like start here and then just keep growing with them.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't hate it, because I was like, okay. It even comes on saying a new mutation for like, it says for a new generation. So obviously they're not trying to 100% cater to the OG fans. But at the same time, this looks like something that could be the stepping stone. Like I could see them coming out with a 2, 3. I could even see just getting popular enough where they make this design the new like TV series.
That could be. Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to build, and this is where they're starting.
The only thing I would hate with that became a TV series is knowing the fact that they wouldn't keep the same cast, besides probably just the Turtles as the kids. Because you know for a fact you're not getting Seth Rogen to be on a Nickelodeon television show. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's just not happening. Or John Cena.
I think we'd get a sequel before we get a TV series.
Yeah. I'd like it if they did like a Netflix series that was like run by Nickelodeon. Because then they could like put an actual big ass budget into it, keep the same voice actors, and you know, make this big thing that's like really well done, release it on one day, you know, Stranger Things style, since that needs to fucking end. But yeah, I fucking love the look of it. If you haven't seen the trailer, definitely go check it out. The toys are already on the shelves somehow, like they're just like leaking onto shelves early, and they look good. The Turtle Band, bro.
I did like the design of the Turtle Band.
It's so good looking. And then there's like 12-inch turtles as well in the same design. And I love, for me, you know, the old 12-inch turtles from back in the day, I never liked the turtle toys because they don't look like the media that they're from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't look like the 80s cartoon. They look like the comic almost. But they're based off the cartoon, which didn't make sense.
I get what you're saying.
The 12-inch turtles just looked like this weird amalgamation of like Chuck E. Cheese fucking animatronics and turtles. But these, the toys look exactly like they do in the fucking movie. And I love that shit. That's why I want those 2000s era turtles, like a new figures of them where they're buff and shit. I need that. But we never got it. We just got like, they were fucking like long-armed and shit. And they like rotated at the elbows and looked like shit whenever you had them. I remember those. Yeah, fucking hated them, but I had so many.
I remember those came out. I want while this is, I feel like, a good stepping stone for new Turtles, I do kind of want that like the first Turtle movie vibe type of Turtles adaptation. Like I want
the live action one?
Yeah. The dark, the gritty. I'm ready for somebody to take a risk and be like, yo, dark ass Turtles on mainstream media, whether it be a movie, a limited series, something like that.
I'd love them to do that with the Ronin storyline.
Yeah, that's looking good. Every time I don't know much about the story, but I've been seeing a lot of videos and stuff on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know much about like the when and the why of what happens. All I know is that one turtle is left and takes on like the mantle as the last Ronin and is dope as fuck and uses all the weapons of the brothers and shit. I think it's Mikey.
I thought it was Raph.
I think it's Mikey. It could be wrong. It could be Raph as well. But like I think that it's just fucking dope. And I love it. If only CLD was in the chat to correct this, because I'm pretty sure he's reading that shit. But yeah, next up.
You
can skip this one that I posted because there's a video I posted later with more info.
Got it. So I'm saying we want to go to the movie one?
I guess, yeah. I forgot I posted this.
The first movie trailer poster for Paint, a Bob Ross movie starring Owen Wilson, has been released.
Dude, this looks ridiculous. The trailer. I didn't yet. I didn't know it was out.
I remember seeing the trailer originally and being like, this Bob Ross movie?
I love Bob Ross, man.
I mean, yo, he's some great relaxing watching right there.
Owen Wilson as Bob Ross, though.
He fits the role, though.
He does, but like,
you know it's Owen Wilson, but I feel like his personality can fit that role.
I feel like I was talking in person. It was on a Discord call, I think, about this with some people, and they said it's very reminiscent of the Daniel Radcliffe Weird Al Yankovic biopic.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see that.
I didn't either, but it's one of those movies where it's like you don't see the character of Weird Al. You see Daniel Radcliffe cosplaying Weird Al, and that's what this is giving off as well, where this is Owen Wilson cosplaying, doing his Halloween costume of Bob Ross.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm excited for it. I like a nice goofy movie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up in the news, One Punch Man, the anime. If you haven't seen it, it's a good one. It's a nice parody of other animes, but it's also good itself. There's an event in Overwatch right now. It's the first ever Overwatch event merging with another property, in which we get the character of Doomfist portraying Saitama, the One Punch Man, because he literally has an arm that punches, so makes sense. I don't know who the female character is because I've only watched like a few episodes of One Punch Man.
Same.
But that is on the Kiriko. And then you have the Genji skin where it's the guy that Saitama agrees to train. I forget what his name is as well. All of those skins you have to purchase with real world money for about $40 for the set of 3 and a couple of emotes and a bunch of other shit. And then the one on the right is Moomin Rider, which if you don't know who that is a superhero that is literally just a bike rider. And Soldier 76 is him, and you can get that by just playing the game.
That's dope.
So the event came out, and with Overwatch 2, there's been this big problem with event-based challenges where they're always either way too impossible to do, they take way too much dedication and time, or they're just not worth it for the items. The items in this, you get this skin, you get an intro or a highlight animation if you get to play the game, of Soldier riding his bike really fast, and then you also get a victory pose where he has the bike and he's sitting on it. Yeah. So 3 really good items, a couple of charms and stuff, and those are all free, and you get it by playing a total of 24 games. Every single like iteration of 2, you get another item. It's like you play 2 games, here's one item.
Coming back.
And the best part about it is that if you win the game that you play, it counts as 2 games. We did this in a night. We got everything in a night. Now, here's the thing.
Professional.
This event does go on for a little bit longer. Then it just started on the 7th, and it's the 9th. And we got it on the 7th, pretty much, most of us that were playing.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was easier to get. At the same time, I'm like, give me a little bit of a challenge, but keep up the quality of the items, because this was very good. I feel like they handled this event the best so far out of any of Overwatch 2.
I mean, it sounds like it.
It just feels good. Like, you got your items, you're in and out, but you're still having a good time playing the game. There's no special game mode or anything, which kind of sucks, but it's fun. And we just played and had a good time and got all the skins. So, yeah.
Good shit, man.
Next up,
Starfield put out a video explaining that they have delayed the game to September 6th. So, good old delays.
Yet another one.
I know, right? They will also have announced a Starfield Direct for June 11th. So I'm sure we'll get more information there. But delay season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping off of that story, Xbox came and said their official game showcase, which would be, like their E3 showcase, is also June 11th. So it's part of that.
Okay. We'll probably be live for that, knowing us.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Are you excited for Starfield?
I started out excited. Now I'm kind of just interested in Starfield.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be on Game Pass, so either way I can fuck around. I think Xbox needs a win, so they're willing to do whatever they have to do to make this a big deal.
I really hope that this game is phenomenal. That being said, I'm personally not a fan of Bethesda games.
They all start kind of jank.
It's just not me.
Mhm.
I can appreciate them when it comes to like Fallout games in general. I've just never loved them, if that makes sense. But I know that they're good. I've watched YouTube videos of people playing it and them having a good time, and it looks like a good time. But whenever I personally play it, it's just not for me. That being said, the setting of this makes me want to try harder to like want to be in this, you know?
Yeah, it looks like the way they're positioning the game, it looks like it's great.
Yeah.
But, you know, time will always tell.
Time will tell. But make sure to keep your calendars marked for June 11th because we will be live reacting to that Xbox and Starfield Direct.
Yeah.
After that, CLD posted from Wario64, there's a new PS5 firmware update that says if you have a game installed via disc and you decide to get the digital version or on PS Plus, you can use that same disc installation to play the digital copy without inserting the disc. I was a little confused by this because I was like, I thought this was if you get a physical game, you get the digital version immediately in my brain, which was incorrect. This is pretty much like if you have a physical game and you want to reinstall the game because it came to PS Plus or some shit, your console's just like, oh no, you have the disc for that. Put the fucking disc in, and it won't just let you download the game. Right. So that's a good fix that they did that. So that's a nice little quick fix. On top of that, finally. Discord voice chat is available on PS5 starting today.
Making everybody's lives a little easier.
Yes, this is going to be much easier for me when it comes to streaming, mainly for like Fortnite, even though we don't play that as often anymore. It is funny that Ryan posted this and said now they care about generations when, no offense, they were never planning on bringing it to PS4. My thing is, it's hilarious to me that it took this long for them to like put it in the fucking PlayStation 5 when it's been in Xbox for months now. Yeah, like months. But Sony made the partnership originally with
they were the ones who broke the news, like that was a big deal happening.
And then Xbox got you ever think about that dichotomy real quick? That Sony partnered with Discord, pretty much like is a big partner with them. And then Xbox got the exclusivity of it first, of having Discord chat. And now Sony is scared about Call of Duty with Xbox.
Sony doesn't know what page they're on, man.
Like, how stupid are you as a company that you're freaking out about Call of Duty not coming to your consoles when you couldn't even put the thing that you bought on your consoles before their console? What?
While we'll never debate the fact that PlayStation is obviously the clear leader, obviously, and has been for a while, they're never like, they're not graceful leaders. You know what I mean? They're the leaders, but they also like throw tantrums like children. It's like, why do you even care this much? Like, and Xbox is like, they're the loser. They're in third place of the big three. Yeah. And they're just like, yo, like, we just want everyone to play video games. We're not taking Call of Duty from you. Like, we just bought if we didn't buy the company, we're just making it more available to everyone. You're just mad and throwing a tantrum. True. It's weird to me. If I was PlayStation, I'd be like, hey, do what the fuck you want. You're not gonna sell more than us. Like, whatever.
Sony is like Eric Cartman when they're superheroes. And who is he again? Fuck, what is his name? Shit.
I forgot. I know what you're talking about, though.
He's like the raccoon. He's the raccoon. And then so that's Sony, the leader, you know, but he's always throwing fucking tantrums. And then Xbox is Mintberry Crunch, the real hero.
He means like, no one any harm.
Yeah, he's just there trying to be a hero, but he's getting shit on constantly by the leader. And then in the end, everyone likes Miss Berry Crunch more.
Yeah,
because they're not being an asshole.
How it ends, but still, like.
God damn, that's such a shitty comparison, but yeah, I mean,
it works though.
It works.
All right.
But yeah.
Next news. Well, quick news. Ryan put in the chat. The PS Plus games are Battlefield 2042, Minecraft Dungeons, and Code Vein. Well, I played Minecraft Dungeons. It's pretty fun when you got some people to play with.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Don't know a lot about Code Vein. Do you know anything about Code Vein?
I don't, but it sounds very familiar, which is the weird part to me.
I know, like, same here.
Like I saw that and I was like,
an
why?
Action game, action RPG kind of esque.
Some anime bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. Anime bullshit. That's what it is. And Battlefield 2042, which I mean, you get it for free, so that's a plus.
That is the only plus. PS Plus.
PlayStation.
I played that, dude, back when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I do not understand the appeal of that game, of Battlefield compared to Call of Duty, because like Call of Duty feels good to play whenever you play it, you know what I mean? Like you get a couple kills, you're feeling yourself, you die a few times, you're still running in and hitting that square to respawn, you know? With Battlefield, I felt like I was at work playing the game. Like it did not feel like it was a fun time. It felt like I was just stressing the whole time. Yeah. Of not like I was like, I just want this to be Call of Duty. Like I want this giant fucking map to be a team deathmatch with Call of Duty. That's all I want.
It takes you 10 minutes to find someone else, and then you're immediately
shot. Dude, that pisses me off so much too. Because then if you do get into like the thick of it, and you're trying to like have fun, it's just there's so many fucking people around. You die so quick, and then you shoot someone, and they don't die quick, but you die quick. So what's the fucking deal?
I don't know.
Battlefield's weird. Yeah. Next up, Fortnite Season 2 trailer dropped. I'm accidentally playing the audio on the stream, so hopefully that wasn't too abysmal. But this season seems to be a lot more techie looking, to say the least.
Yo, real quick, hold that. I have a crying child upstairs.
All right.
I know we're live, but I'll be right back.
I will be right here.
All right.
We're alone now, chat. How are you? I might toss up the Be Right Back screen. I don't know if I don't have that set up for here. Great. All right, I'm just gonna sit on my phone while you guys hang out and chat. Oh man. Oh, all right. You have a guest. Are you cool with him being on camera, or do you want me to?
At this point, man, whatever.
Okay, just making sure.
He was fussy upstairs, so.
All good. We don't got.
Say what's up, kid.
What's up, kid?
Hi, Brandon.
Look it up. There he is.
But yeah, this new Fortnite trailer pretty much shows off. It's kind of cyberpunky, to say the least. Looks like motorcycles might be making their way into the game, but a lot of these skins are very cool looking, samurai type stuff, Neo Tokyo looking. There's a lizard dude in a jacket.
You gotta love a lizard dude.
Yeah. A lot of neon lights, and also a redesign of an old skin from back in the day that I'm pretty sure that I have back when it first came out. But this season's being dubbed as Mega. I don't know if that's like just the translated version, because this is the French trailer. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it because I like the idea of having just original design skins in the game again for the Battle Pass. They kind of did that a little bit this season with the final skin not being a collab, and it's actually like an in-game character that's based on the lore of the world. But this season coming up is going to be just straight up exclusively skins based off of Fortnite's own designs, which is cool. That being said,
I gotta give it to Fortnite, man. That thing is never going away.
It will never go away, especially because they brought up that no build mode. Once they put no build mode into that game, I think that this is probably one of, like, once building is taken out of it, it's a phenomenal game. Phenomenal battle royale. It's fun to play. You'll get mad if you lose a bunch, but at the same time, we used to talk about this back in the day when we were 3, and now we're 3 again. But like, you lose, and there's just so many fucking bright colors and shit that you're not mad. You're just right back into it.
It is yanking on that, like, on my headphone.
Yeah, your mic's not picking you up fully either.
I know, I had to move it because it kept hitting the mic.
But there is one collaboration skin that was announced, though, that is going to probably be like how Geralt was to this season's Battle Pass, and that is Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan.
I saw that.
That is going to be ending soon. Apparently the last season of Attack on Titan's coming out soon. So far it's been announced that it's just Eren in his in his corpse uniform, probably with the swords as his pickaxe, and then I would assume the cape as a back bling. There's gonna be an emote where he does like this thing where you just fucking cross your chest, and then there is an emote that is supposed to be a transformation that may put him into Titan form, which is pretty cool, and I dig that. But yeah, that'll be coming very, very soon.
Dope.
Next up in the news.
In more delay news, Warner Brothers delays Suicide Squad game again after fan backlash. New release date not clear, but it's going to be later this year. The delay is according to a person with direct knowledge of the matter.
That's quote from Jason Schreier.
Yes,
too.
The news broke from Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg. What do you think after everything that we said about that game?
Honestly, man,
Another game of service, of course.
I get why there was backlash. I don't think that constitutes a delay. Unless there was something said in the backlash that rang way too true for them. And like, they were like, shit, this is like the biggest complaint that we're getting, and it's actually a legitimate complaint. Let's change it.
But that's the thing, because Jason Schreier, he added another part to that tweet, and I'm trying to find it real quick.
All right.
He said, because people were in the comments, pretty much saying, all right, great, they're going to change it. They're going to change it. He put, he said, for what it's worth, well, the whole thing is, delay also moves Suicide Squad out of the crowded release date window that currently has Zelda, Diablo, and Final Fantasy games.
Oh,
for what it's worth, yeah, of course. He said, for what it's worth, a delay like this is mainly for polish, not to overhaul the core gameplay that caused the backlash. Suicide Squad started off as a games as a service, and it will remain one, short of a complete reboot, which would require a much longer delay. So it will be the same game. They said it's going to be majority for polish. Is what he said.
Yeah. I saw one podcast, and I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head just because it was on TikTok, and I was just casually scrolling. Right. But they kind of summed it up perfectly with what that game looks like. And it's just a shooting game where you're just shooting purple shit.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you're just shooting purple bubbles and purple enemies. And that's all it is.
That's really all it came. They made it look like, too. They didn't even try to not have it look like that.
And here's the thing. Like, for me, I'm more invested in this game when it comes to the story. Kind of like how I was with Injustice and Injustice 2. And you could kind of make the same argument with those games where it's like, it's just a side-scrolling fighting game. Like, it's just a Mortal Kombat rip. But the story was really good, so that's where I was pulled in from it. This is just a game where you shoot purple shit, but the story seems really good.
It's the purple shit game.
Yeah, and it's Grimace. That's where he's gone to the Suicide Squad game.
Grimace testicles everywhere.
I wish we could title the podcast Grimace Testicles.
Is testicles bad? You can't use testicles? I'm not changing it from Joel's in space. That's too good.
Yeah, that's too good.
Grimace
God
testicles.
damn.
Good.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I was just kind of, I'm not sad about it, if to say the least, because I'm not like, I need this game right now. But I'm also like, man, with how much hype
Brendan
you put
needs
behind
this
it.
game right now, too.
Yeah. You need something to keep him occupied. You need some purple shit.
Man. Jeez.
But yeah, it's fine. Last little bit of news that we got here, not really super gaming news, but G4 TV shut down earlier this year, and one of the shows that they had on their network was called Name Your Price, hosted by Austin Show and co-hosted by one of my favorite content creators of Will Neff. And Misfits has bought the rights of that show from G4 and Comcast, and will now be producing that show again.
Good, man. G4, like, even though it's not the full G4, they deserve that.
Yeah, man. Name Your Price was a phenomenal show. It's pretty much what's the one show where you literally name the price of the items?
Price is Right.
Price is Right. It's literally Price is Right, but with like streamers, content creators, and very goofy with like shitty items and stuff.
Right.
But the hosts make it, it's almost like pitched as like a 70s show, and they're very like jokingly misogynistic about everything. Like they're ham-fistedly like, women are the worst, aren't they? And shit like that. And, like smoking 80 fake cigarettes on set while doing it. The only thing that I hope from this,
sir. Thank you.
I hope that they also buy the rights to Will Neff's show, Hey Donna, in which Will dresses in drag as Donna, who's like a mom from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you sent me a clip of that. Yeah.
It was my favorite thing that they ever did on G4, and Will Neff is a phenomenal comedian.
Sir, please.
And deserves to get the show. No, you're good.
This will be the most entertaining episode to watch, especially towards the second half of it.
He wants to talk. You just won't let him have the mic.
Here, man. What's up? What you want to do? What are we doing?
He's like, I got it now. I don't know what to do with it.
What are you going to do? Go ahead. You have the floor. Now you don't got nothing to say. You audio listeners must be in heaven.
He's like, what do I do now? I got the mic. I don't know what to do with it.
All right.
Man.
All right.
But that's all we got for news,
You're drunk,
man.
sir. Go home.
I think that's everything that we have. We don't have any questions in the question section, so that's the podcast right there.
That is the podcast.
Hell yeah. So we thank you guys, anybody who watched live along with us, anybody who's
Also, wait. Also, if you wanna, we did cover the Capcom Spotlight, and that's its own video. So if you're wondering why it wasn't reported on formally in the podcast, go look at our stuff. Go look at our YouTube and everything. It should be there.
Check it out. I'll do that and make sure that gets done before I watch Critical Role tonight and probably cry because it's going to be a big episode. But all of that said, you can follow us at savebeforequitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
YouTube titty. You know what I'm saying? Titty. You with that?
He knows what's up.
I know you know. All right, get off me.
You can also go to our website, savebeforequitting.com, to pick up your merch options, watch the Twitch stream, check out some clips that we have posted there, all of that, and our Twitter feed. You can also send us an email, savebeforequitting@gmail.com, for all your questions, concerns, chain mail.
Insults, love letters, credit cards, social security numbers, OnlyFans.
Yeah, send us your OnlyFans.
Homemade porn.
No, I don't want
that.
that.
Send it all.
I don't want
Send
that.
it all. And we'll give you an honest review on the next episode. Like, I mean, that was fine. Your stroke could have been a little better.
Jesus
It ended kind of soon. I knew something was up when I saw it was a 7-minute video. You know, we give you all that feedback that you need.
And if you want more than that, you can go to our patreon.com/saveletterbeforequitting, where we'll talk about that stuff, maybe.
Oh, that's where it goes down.
Yeah, that's definitely where more stuff goes. The next podcast episode on Patreon is going to be very interesting, to say the least.
Oh, yeah?
Because I got some. I mean, I have life update shit to talk about, but I'm not gonna be specific at all.
Of course.
So that's gonna be fun to get out and talk about, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't think there's much left to do.
Now you got shit to say?
Brennan, what do you got to say?
You right? What else? As you eat my hoodie. You can hear all that and more later on, but first you need to save before quitting.
We'll see you guys next week. Completely forgot to take us out of the news. Now we're out of news. Now we look cool.
Just in time to leave.
Yeah, no, right. I mean, to be fair, we kind of transitioned straight from news to we're gone now. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, true. We did. I can hear
Brennan's dinner. Your hoodie
noises on my hoodie string. I hear you ingesting it. That's gross. You're sucking spit out of it that you put there. Ladies.
I love when he flails his arm towards the mic, just like
he has to know he still has the power.
Yeah.
Right. What else did you think about Exoprimal? Right, dinosaurs raining from the sky, whirlwinds, and all that crazy shit. Right.
That game looks, to say the least.
Is that it? I think you're doing a lot of air humping. What's up?
Podcast title.
Air humping.
All right. I guess that's it. I'll hit the end stream button. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.